Hi, this is Bill Walsh with Power Team International. I want to share with you some insight about what does it really mean about the power to believe, about the power to reach beyond what you've ever thought is possible in your life. And how do you tap into that greatness? How do you step out of your head and achieve that greatness? You see, when you start to really study successful people, when you look at people that have really gone way beyond the call, when they've done things that other people could never do, you start to think about the impossible task that Michael Jordan took on when in high school he got cut by his own basketball team. Could you imagine being the guy that cut Michael Jordan? When you start to think about the concept of Federal Express, when the CEO and the founder of Federal Express got a D- in college on his paper. You see, so often in life, you're going to run into challenges. You're going to hit those road bumps. You're going to hit sometimes potholes. And sometimes what you'll find is the bigger the challenge, the bigger the opportunity. You see, if you haven't had some failure in your life, it means that you really haven't tried hard enough yet. Go out there and don't be afraid to fail. It's not the guy that fails, it's the guy that never tries that really loses. So have you ever had that great idea? Have you ever had a dream or a vision or something you wanted to do, but you never acted on? You see, really successful people in life, they go through the toughest challenges. They're the embodiment of what the Spirit's all about. Do you see, the spirit of creating a great person in a great country, it all starts with you. You see, when you change, your environment changes. When you believe in what's possible, it's amazing how people around you, they all of a sudden can see, they can feel it without ever talking to you. Do you ever notice that some people come in the room and they just brighten up a room? They just lighten up an arena because all of a sudden you can feel that, what I call aura. You see, when you can begin to tap into your aura, you'll discover a process, you'll discover a program that's called intuitive performance. If you look at successful people, if you look at people that really make it look so easy, how does that person make it look so easy on TV? You know why? Because they live it from the inside before you ever see it on the outside. The power to believe starts with the inside of you. It starts with thinking about where am I at and where am I going? And then who am I going to go there with? You see, the smartest person in the world, she has the highest recorded IQ in the world, over 225 IQ. She said within 2 questions, I'll tell you exactly where you'll be in the next 5 years. Could you imagine that? Just 2 questions, she could tell exactly where you'll be in 5 years. Wouldn't you like to know those questions? Well, here they are. She said, number 1, tell me about the books that you read. That's a good question. She said, number 2, tell me about the people that you spend your time with. Now, who are you spending your time with? Who's in your mastermind group? You see, the power to believe is also about getting yourself surrounded with the energy. We live in a world full of global energy of positive and negative forces. Are you spending time with positive people that are focused on higher outcomes, that are focused on making the world a better place? Intuitive performers, they reach inside. They understand what it takes, the hard work, the discipline, the persistency, the consistency that it takes to elevate your game and play life at a higher level. If you're not happy with where you're at, if you're not happy with the people you're spending your time with, it's a great time to change. If you're starting to think that you're in a rut, you've got to come out of that rut with absolute belief. You see, where there's absolute faith, there's no room for fear. Don't allow fear to take over. If you begin to study intuitive performers, like a Wayne Gretzky, he never talked about where the hockey puck was at. He always focused on what? Where the hockey puck was going. If you start to look at people like Thomas Edison, even Einstein, realize that Einstein for many parts of his life was challenged. He had every reason to quit. But what did he do? He stepped on. And he focused on the fact that if you keep doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result, it's a definition of what? You're right, insanity. But what he also said is, he said, if you want to change your life, if you need help, you have to go to a higher plane than the plane that you're on to get that help. That's why it's so important that if you're going to focus on the power to believe and really make a difference in your life, go out and hire a coach. Maybe go out and hire 4 or 5 coaches. Why should you do that? I'll give you a great example. Have you ever joined a health club and never went? Because lots of people do. They join the health club, they got that guilt card in their pocket, but they're never going to the club. Do you see, if all the people at any one given time went to any health club, the fire marshal would probably shut them down. But when you start to think, what do intuitive performers do? They get up early, they go to bed late. They do the work. They do the process that creates the success. So if you're thinking about it, right? If your goal is really to get in shape, 97% of the people that hire a coach, they show up. You see, the power to believe in this economy and the day that we live in, I call it the age of entrepreneurship. It is the greatest time. It is the greatest time to get serious about creating wealth and making a difference and giving back to this planet. Because as you know, this isn't our planet. We just really lease it from our kids, right? They're the ones that inherit the planet. So what are you going to do differently today? Start right now. What is going to be your biggest dream? Where are you going to focus on creating and really get down to the bottom of it to really go out there and make a difference? You see, it starts with your belief system. You have to have absolute belief in you. You have to have the mindset. You have to have the mindset of a multi-millionaire. You've got to have the posture of someone that has absolute belief, absolute faith in exactly where you're going. You see, when Bill Gates first started selling software, people laughed at him. That ideal never worked. Hardware's the future. He went up and down Southern California talking software and people laughed at him. Guess who's getting the last laugh today? You see, in the next 5 to 10 years, for those that are serious about creating wealth during this what I call age of entrepreneurship, you're going to see more millionaires created than at any time in the past 50 years. Why? Because we live in a global economy. We live in the ability where 18, 19, 20-year-olds can manifest incredible amounts of wealth because they're tapping into the power of the information technology sector. And they're working with velocity on their side. I mean, imagine Susan Boyle gets on TV and sings a song and 40 million people from around the world see that in a matter of days. Why? Because technology that was never there before is there today. So if you're really thinking about, this is my time, it's my time to step up, it's my time to take action, I'm ready to make a difference, this is the perfect time. You're never going to have a better opportunity than right now to really step up and believe and live your dreams. Because for people that are passionate, for people that have a calling desire to make a difference, if you're ready, we're ready to help you. You see, Power Team International is focused on helping entrepreneurs just like you go out there and break through and live those dreams and make that difference, make a difference on the planet. And when you start to really think at the highest level and you really start to chunk it up, what does it take to have that success? It goes back to that burning desire, but you got to believe. You got to have the mindset that really is unstoppable because you're going to have those challenges. Get ready for those challenges. Embrace those challenges because in those big challenges come those opportunities. And when life comes out there and life comes at you full strength, you've got to have a team of people around you. You've got to have people that really care about your success, that will be committed to helping you through those toughest times. And if you don't have those people, find those people because otherwise you're going to fall down. You're going to not be able to get up. You know, Les Brown's a good friend of mine. He always talks about the fact that, you know what, if your inner strength is strong enough, you'll find the outer strength. If you surround yourself with the right people, anything is possible. He says it over and over. It's possible. It's possible. So say that 5 times to yourself. Say it's possible and over, and then begin to believe it. You see, when you own the dialogue, when you absolutely own the dialogue, people around you, they'll begin to see it. You see, you'll begin to create the path you're looking for through having absolute belief, through having absolute faith, and then having the right path to run on. You know, I appreciate spending the time with you. I hope some of this insight gives you some direction as to where you're at and where you're going. And our focus, as we talked about, is helping people achieve those dreams. It's helping you live the life that you want to live. But it all goes down to the grand design. But when you're ready and you're really serious about it, tap into your greatness. Step out of your head. Get into what life is really about, making a difference and providing value. And you'll find so much more happiness by helping others create success. You'll become unstoppable. You'll become the person you always dream about. You'll become the person you talk about by going out there and doing it, not once in a while, but doing it every day. See, there's no shortcuts to success. It's about doing the things that other people just don't like to do. It's about doing the things you talk about when nobody's watching. And that goes back to having absolute belief. Have absolute belief in yourself. I believe in you. I know you can win. I look forward to meeting you personally. My name is Bill Walsh. I'm with Power Team International. Go out there and make it a great day. Go out there and make the world a better place because it's all about what you believe in will really impact and make the world a better place. Thanks again. Have a great day.